The broadcast is live, so we have to behave ourselves now.
We have to. Bugger.
Yeah. I'll take over Jay's bit for a minute. Jay's not feeling very well. So welcome along, everybody, to Jay's Live with Jay in the background.
And everybody else filling in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so hurry up and turn something, Sid. You know? Come on.
Well, I might have to leave and come back in if that's what you want me to do, because I can't turn my other camera on until I plug it in while I'm out of StreamYard, I think.
You should be able to change it over. You just change the setting.
Well, if you go down to, are you looking at the camera settings in StreamYard?
Yeah, it's not seeing the camera.
All right.
I can plug in when I come in StreamYard, so I'll have to go out.
Can you just refresh it? Oh, look at that. I just got a notification that Jay's live. I'm going. I'm out of here.
Oh, you're going to watch him, are you?
No way.
He's pretty cool.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, just refresh your browser and see if it comes up.
Hang on. All right, that's not a bad idea. That'll take me out anyway, won't it? Or will it keep going stay in?
Good day, Robert.
As long as you don't pull a Cade.
It'll make him leave, but at least shit should recognise them. How you going, Robert?
Howdy, Robert.
And Harry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harry. And Robert's kids and wife too. Just
they cover the whole lot.
Yeah.
In-laws, cousins, nephews, nieces, grandparents.
Grandkids when they're born. Sorry, Robert. Not really, but sort of better cover more bases.
And Robert's disappeared again. I know. Now he's back again.
How you doing today, Jay?
Very low blood pressure today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, Jay, like I said, I'm not putting you down anyway, but at least yours wasn't as high as mine was today. And I didn't even test it, but it was just the stress high.
Yeah. No, mine will never get high. Mine will just go low.
Yeah.
Wait until you get across here, Jay. I'll give you high blood pressure.
Hello, Amber. Was that?
Oh, she's down the side of the house with her brother. All the little round pieces that I left over from cutting the tenon off, I throw in a box for him, and he takes home and gives them to his fire demon. You see?
Fire demon.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Sid.
That's right. I just cracked the shit, threw me bloody water bucket away. I worked out why the camera wasn't showing up.
Why? Didn't have it plugged in?
I plugged the extension lead into the computer, but the camera wasn't plugged into the other end of the extension lead. Apparently that's important.
Well, yeah. Have you tried plugging in?
Okay.
Have you tried plugging in the camera?
Have you turned it on? Did you turn the USB port on?
It could have been.
G'day, Chris.
How about taking the lens cap off?
Howdy, Chris.
There you go. You got some spinning wood now.
And you're centre stage, Sid. I can pick on you now.
Oh, Jesus. Thank God, Lord help me.
Man, it's good and crisp, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question for y'all.
It's pretty warm in the shed here.
On Sid's, and since his is in the picture, the holes in the side, is that to the motor that's
Holes in
underneath of? Okay.
Yeah,
If you look,
that's the motor there.
yeah, just below your fingers.
Yeah,
How
motor.
come you guys don't have any trouble with the dust just tearing up them motors? Because like Blair, when he did a lot or was on doing turning, I just seen just all the dirt and dust just flying over to that.
Yeah, right. Okay, I can answer that.
Okay.
It's what's called a TFC motor. It's a totally enclosed fan force fan motor.
Okay.
That whole casing, it's not sealed, but it's sealed so the dust very rarely gets in it. They do get dust into them, but it doesn't seem to upset them too much because it just blows it out the sides.
If I took this cover off, there's a fan behind there, but it only blows air out over these fins to cool the motor. The back of the motor's not actually open there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I take the cover off, it won't cool it very well because it won't direct the air right. There's a fan, and then the back of the motor's enclosed.
Right. So the fan is, and that's the other thing I was thinking was that, with the fan being right there and going back towards the motor, I was worried that it would suck all the dirt into it. It does.
Well, it does. Yeah, the fan does suck dust through, but it generally just puts it down through the heat sinks. That's all to keep it cool.
It goes down and sits here.
All right.
On the outside, but it doesn't get into the motor. So I just use my little Ryobi inflator, and I just give it a blow off every now and then and keep the dust off the outside of it.
Cool.
But the motor, it doesn't get inside the workings of the motor.
Yeah.
Because I've got something similar, and I've just never wondered why mine never. I think mine's actually turned the other way though.
Yeah, the next model up to this one, the motor sticks out the other side.
Right.
Still a reed.
I'm in on my scroll saw. Sorry.
Sitting out the other side. Anyway.
That was a design fault with those particular lathes because it limits the amount you can actually turn between centres in diameter because the motor gets in the way.
Yeah, so we've got down here, there's a step in the bed where you should theoretically be able to put a bigger piece so you've got a big diameter.
His shop. All the computers.
No, I thought you were talking to the other ones.
So I finished up redoing the outside of that.
Yeah.
Because up here, the super glue hadn't got right into the crack.
No,
so I re-glued it and then refinished it.
That's why I never bother putting super glue in until I've made a few cuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's just a waste of
in hindsight, yeah.
Waste of glue and waste of time. That's if I ever use super glue.
Howdy, Joy.
Ah, good day, Joy. How's the manhunt going?
Yeah, got a reminder for you guys with
Robert,
PAW.
Chris, Joy.
Sorry, go on, Bob.
Tomorrow is our program with Alan Stratton.
Yep.
9:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, that's a sensible time.
You got the notice, I'm sure, already. It went out a couple days ago with the password and all.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I must admit I've been a bit slack lately.
Hello, George.
Well, if you sort your email for Ben Shipman, the president, by name,
Yeah.
it'll always pop it up. He does that on purpose. And Paul yesterday joined, so that makes another international member for our club.
Sid, you're better off just doing plunge cuts until that side's level. Start from the outside edge and come in and just even up that surface there. Open your flute out a bit. Just put it, that's it, straight towards the headstock. Certainly saves having the chisel bounce around in your hands all the time.
And you're getting some hellacious good shavings coming off there too.
See, look at that. No bouncy now.
Beautiful.
I watched Stace Makes earlier today for a few minutes. I was riding in the truck, and she was using a bowl gouge, I think it was, to start with. And I think she was having some issues because I kept reading the comments. I couldn't hear, but I kept reading the comments about doing this and doing that, and did a lot of talking with Nick. And then she took Robo's favorite tools.
Excuse, and opened a tin of paint.
Yeah. No, the other favorite tool.
The C
Cowboy.
tool.
But no, like I said, I don't know exactly all the conversation because I couldn't really hear. So, I mean, there's probably more to the story than what I'm spilling out. So, but no, she did good on what I could see. Wasn't so bloody early for her. She ought to come on here and do a live with you, but then again, she got Nick to help her coach her.
Jeez, I was getting the voodoo doll ready, Sarge.
Yeah, I know. I know. I could feel my sides starting to get a little bit of a scratch going on, like something was coming to it. Now, when Sid did that last plunge cut, it almost sounded like a jackhammer. I mean, a quiet, but just that thump, 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 thump.
Yeah.
Even though it was nice and smooth and everything, that was what my ear triggered.
Who's clicking?
Not me, Your Honour.
Not me. It's not Morse code, that's for sure. I might be rough at it, but I still know it.
I guess maybe it was me. I was putting my pop bottle lid back on, plastic pop bottle.
Good day, Paul.
Howdy, Paul.
How you going, Paul? Yeah, I put you on mute just as a test, Sarge, to see if it was you or not.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I figured that's what you did. Hello, Dan.
And Dan's in as well.
How you going, Dan?
I was hoping I was getting that right.
Yeah.
My brain took a leave of absence also.
Geez, this going away is no good for you, Sarge, I tell you.
I know it. I try to keep up, but man, by the time I get back to the hotel, y'all were halfway through stuff, and there was no way I could spend much time away.
No, that's all right. Understand.
Oh yeah.
He's what, doing a bloody resin bowl at the moment. Ribbons everywhere.
Hi guys.
How you
Howdy,
going,
Paul.
Paul?
Howdy.
How's that tool rest working out? That better? The banjo, at least.
Oh, this is the same one I had before. I bought another one of them. That's what I bought was another one of these. So I now have two.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main reason I bought the second one is so that I can put a 1-inch tool on tool post rest or 1-inch posted tool rest on either lathe.
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Yeah, the other one's 25 mil. This is 1 inch.
Is that a Vic Mark tool rest, is it?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I stuffed up a little bit. They stuffed up a little bit as well. I ordered 150 and a 200. So I've got 150 and a 100. So they sent me the two. I ordered them through Pop Shed, and they sent me the 200 free.
Oh well.
Because they looked back at the order was right. So I'm not complaining. So I've got a 100 millimeter tool rest for nothing. That was, in hindsight, I should have got maybe a 150 and a 200 and a 300.
Yeah, the 300's handier.
So that's what I bought. This one's a Woodfast one from Jeff Gowling.
Yeah.
They're still
No.
they're better than the Carbotech and the Air and Forbes, but it's still got that.
Yep. No, you got the best tool rest on the lathe because I designed it.
Right.
No, that is no lie.
I know.
If you have a look at Jay's tool rest, it's exactly the same shape without the rod on the top.
Yep.
And I was using them, and Marco, who is Vic's son that now runs the company, Vic
Yep.
Mark, he was at a hands-on thing at the club that I was doing it at, and he tried the tool rest. He said, "These are fantastic." I said, "Well, you're quite entitled." I said, your normal Vic Mark rests are absolute garbage. I said, they're all angled wrong and everything. And he said, yeah, I can see that. So he said, do you mind if we copy it? And I said, no, go for it.
So how much commission did you get off of that?
Yeah, right. Sid, do us a favour and get some 80 grit paper or 120 grit and just sand that edge, will you please? I can see your hand hitting it and slicing it wide open.
Jay, Joy's got a question for you, if you're still back there.
Yeah, I just answered it. I typed it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. All right. And
No, just the outside edge where it's really sharp.
Yeah, no, it's too thin to do much more with the tool now.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to get that, that hollow sound.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised if one of the cracks has opened up too. I know when I'm going to stop it and check.
Dan wants to know what time is
Yep.
Starlilia? Wow.
Oh, flexible walls.
Hey, that looks like it would be a lampshade for my lamp that I made in high school. Well, it did.
Now it's got to look like a Surrey with a tree on top.
Nothing gained.
It's 206 down here at the moment in Australia, or in Victoria to be
130.
136 over in South Australia. Well, Sid, no, don't waste it. Don't waste it. Leave it on. Use it as a practice piece.
Make a wing bowl out of it.
Yeah, no,
Be a
I've got
real
enough wings.
shallow one.
Yeah,
Either.
just turn it down to nothing.
Or you could use it as a jigsaw.
Well, you could do that too. Just watch out for the edge bits don't fly at you, that's all.
So you still make a small bowl out of it.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's just a good practice piece to practice different cuts and things on. Now I'm going to pick on you again. Move your tool rest in a little bit further so at the ends, so that you're working over the strongest part of the tool rest.
Like that.
Like that. And it saves you running off the end.
Yeah, because don't ask me how I know, but that bloody hurts when you do that.
Yeah, I know.
Right,
You've
I
seen
won't
other...
ask you. No.
No, he's seen other people do it. That's how he knows. That's what I tell everybody anyway.
I've seen somebody else do it, so now I want to see if it actually does that and
Yeah.
how it feels.
You're going to have to get a lathe so you can try it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Even a short bed lathe. Something that you can put next to your scroll saw.
Yeah. Maybe one of those P lathes. Cricket.
Hey, Sid.
What are them?
Sid,
What are
You
them
can't
babies
squeeze-
called that they do at school?
Sid, you can't squeeze any more sap out of the handle, all right? All I'm seeing is white knuckles.
Oh, dear. I'll have to move the camera so you can't see it.
Yeah, that's what Jay does.
This is good. This is good. Someone else getting yelled at for a change.
Was he yelling?
No, not yet.
Telling you off at least. Now you're using the end of the tool rest again. You should be using the middle of it.
Listen to the student.
Something about that center cone. I got something in my head and I can't spit it out.
It looks like a
loudspeaker.
Not what it looks like, but what it could be. What it could be used as or left as. I don't know. Like I said, it's practice piece, but it looks like you can make a good bowl out of it. What were you gonna say, Robo?
No, I was going to say exactly what Bob said. It looks like a tannoy or a loudspeaker.
Oh yeah, a megaphone. Yeah, bundt cake.
Okay, you've got me with that one. What is a bund pan?
A bundt pan or bundt it's hollow on the inside. It's got a cone in it, and you put all your batter around the outside.
Ah, yeah, rightio. Yep. Now I'm with you.
I mean, I'm not great at describing stuff, but
it's a cake. It's a cake with a hole in the middle.
Right. When you get done cooking it, you turn it upside down because the top is flat. You can usually turn it upside down, pull it out of the pan, and then round it on the edges.
Yep.
And hollow in the middle. My mom used to make angel food cake in those bundt pans. My grandfather, that was his favorite cake. So for his birthday, that's what we always had. Or my birthday.
Yeah. No.
Were you an angel at the time?
with a busted halo.
I know a lot of people like that, round on the outside and hollow in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about me again?
No.
That's right. I'll stop being conceited and thinking you're talking about me all the time then.
Yeah. Not about you, you know.
Or it's not always about me.
No.
Just 99% of the time. Hey, Robo, did you hear what I said earlier? What kind of lathe to get?
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what a P lathe is.
It's not a description of the lathe. It's what would be good to turn on it.
Lathes are like
I'm sure overall you can come up with a million different things, but one that would be in a code for this video or for this live.
Lathes are like cars. You can spend a fortune on them, but they all do the same thing. They all spin timber around. Some just do it better than others. That's all.
Oh yeah. No, but I was just saying the one that an object.
Yeah.
He's walking all the way around you.
Yeah. Chris got me.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That's why I went to you.
So did Robert.
So did Robert, yeah.
Oh, better bring him out.
Oh.
That's one for you, Robert. That's one for you, Robert.
Oh, well, c'est la vie.
And there's one for Chris. And one for Harry. Because I'm sure he mentioned it too.
Man, I would beat all the way around that bush. Hey, guess what? I'm back. Hello, Mark. How is you tonight or this morning, today?
G'day, Mark. How are you? Sorry, I've got a bit of lag on my end. I don't use the YouTube chat. I just use the StreamYard chat.
Hello, Mark.
I'm giving it as a heads up for everybody.
Yeah, just watch your hand against that edge there.
Yeah, I have sanded it this time, Robbo.
Good. Yeah, it'll only burn you now. It won't cut you.
Yeah, I'm used to burning. I cook fish and chips.
Yeah, well, that's right. Whoa, it's getting close.
It is. Especially when you consider that that's a recessed tenon in there.
Oh, yeah, rightio.
So it's closer than it looks.
Well, that's good to hear, Mark. And Chris said I made a pen last night with UV resin. No form and no waiting.
Yeah,
Did
I
he
saw
use
that.
carbide to cut it?
Ah, good day, Eva. How are you? Haven't seen you for a while. How you been?
Eva,
Howdy,
how
Jeff.
are you, sweetheart? If you go back a little bit and do a replay on this, you'll see this bowl started out much bigger.
Now it's an ice cream bowl.
And I don't think you missed what Sid said, Chris. You're just trying to stir me. That's all.
He just wants me to repeat it, does he?
Yeah.
No, I'm not that silly. I don't want the dough coming out on me while I'm on the live.
Hello, Eva.
Don't like those cracks.
Nah. Well, just sand it and don't break the edge out,
Yeah.
and let it twist and warp and do the tango and everything else.
That's what I did with the other one.
Yeah.
It's got a couple of nice little warps in the top now,
Yeah.
but I've got a big bloody tear out mark here from the gouge right around.
Or don't put your finger on the outside of it.
Does that include a thumb rubber? Or?
That includes the thumb. Because if one of those cracks opens up when you're doing that, it'll just rip your thumb off.
Keep going like this, I might sand through the bloody wall.
Well, that's a possibility too.
I can hear the crack going flap, flap, flap as it goes past.
Yeah. Yeah, you were misheard, Eva.
Definitely. Haven't seen you for ages.
No. We thought you'd found a rich fella and moved out.
And he was jealous of all of us other fellas, so he wouldn't let you talk to us.
Question there for you, Paul.
That's the mate.
And Eva said if she'd got a rich fella, she would have got a workshop.
No,
Oh, that's
Bob, I've not seen anything on that yet.
How's that?
Sorry. What was that, Paul?
I said, no, I haven't seen anything on that yet. I was just replying to Bob.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
It should have been emailed to you from the club.
Let me just check my emails again. But
Yeah, I'm just having a look at mine too.
Maybe because I've just joined the list.
Oh yeah, I've got mine. I think. No, hold on.
It went out 3 days ago.
That
No.
was before I joined, so that's probably why then.
Right.
No, that
I know
was
you-
there was one there saying that you just reported on the meeting and everything,
Yeah.
and about the club moving or having to move, and condolences to. Oh no, just about having to move the club. That's all. It's not a message about the meeting on Saturday night.
Right. No, I mean, I only joined 24 hours ago, so anything prior to that I wouldn't have seen. But
No,
no,
you're
I've not
right.
seen it.
That's
I've not had
wonderful.
any emails since the sort of receipt for my payment for joining. That's all I've got so far.
Yeah, I haven't had anything from them for 2 or 3 days. So
Okay.
no, that came out this morning actually. That one about just catching up on the meeting that they had, and
Yeah, I've not seen that either, so I'm guessing my name hasn't got onto the list just yet.
yeah.
I got the email.
Have you?
Yeah. It got sent to me 4 days ago.
Oh, wait on, I'll have another look.
It should be from Ben Shipman, if that helps.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I have too. Yeah, got it 4 days ago.
Kat said
Well, I
she'd have.
have to-
Go ahead.
Right.
All right, Mark, good night. He's shooting off to bed. His brain's fried. He just finished editing his next premiere. Night, everyone.
Yeah,
See you
good
later,
night,
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah, see you, Mark.
Cheers, mate.
Jeez, Evie, you're getting a bit picky there. You need 3 lathes in there as well.
She wants to play with the big boys.
You can
Yeah.
never have too many lathes.
Can you come and talk to my wife?
That and trucks. You can't have too many trucks either.
Oh, now you're being picky, Eva, just because I've got 17.
This news ain't says. Okay.
And Eva asked you, Sid, are you a rich fellow? That was the deal, wasn't it? Laugh out loud.
Well, could be, but I've still got to get rid of my wife. That's the other part of the deal. She won't go. I told her I got this nice bloody Nordic lady who wants to come and talk to me nicely and buy me lathes and stuff. But she said no.
Jeez, I wouldn't ever say that to Julie. She'd say, "Right, here's your bags. It's packed."
Off you go. Feel free. Yeah.
And Eva said, "No, Sid, she's awesome. Your wife."
She is.
Now she's even typing like you guys talk.
Yeah, we're slowly educating Eva.
Some of us are getting educated slowly.
Sorry, Sid, you're breaking up a bit.
I'm down the other end of the shed, Robbo.
Oh, right. And Eva wants to know if there's a tool you have on the floor to step on. Doesn't look like it. I think it's a drill or something sitting down on a shelf.
Sitting on the shelf under the lathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the lathe and the floor match because of the shaving.
I like to have things blending in.
Natural camouflage.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
so you can't find them.
Especially when you lose a small screw in that mess. I mean, any mess, really.
Oh, funny you should say that. And I don't
Even
mean
if
funny.
you go back through the chat, you'll wonder why you'll find out why Jay's not being very talkative.
He's not feeling real well at the moment.
Yeah.
Got low blood pressure. Oh,
How you going, Eva?
g'day, Eva.
Oh,
Howdy, cat.
hello.
I am here. I'm just
Yeah, but you keep mute. Yeah. It's okay. If you're bad, if you got a low blood pressure, god damn it, you need to take care of yourself a bit better.
it's just shit happens and Sid's turning instead.
Would it help to drink coffee?
No, that much would make it worse, I'd say.
Well, I thought most people with high pressure shouldn't drink coffee, so that was my thought.
Oh, nah. I've got low heart rate, and when that drops, my blood pressure goes with it. So
Yeah, you need to just relax and not stress up.
yeah.
That's true. Oh,
How you been?
I'm actually not even awake now.
Talking in your sleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Monkey Butt been teasing me for like a week or something because he always sends me a text message, "Jay on," and I just because he sees because I woke up and I touched my phone and I look at the time and then he kind of thinks I'm awake apparently, and then it's just I tell him I'm just up to pee.
Sid, don't put a center in that drive for yet. Clean the garbage out of it. You got a big chip right in the inside of it there.
Oh, now I see it's on the shelf. Otherwise, it looks like it would be a nice tool to trip on.
Right, thank you.
Every night.
Sid, are you having Australian boots?
Mongrel boot?
I don't know. Australian boots.
No,
Yep,
they
they're
would be.
mongrels. Well, they used to be Australian made. I'm not sure that they are now. I reckon they've changed.
Probably Chinese.
I must admit, I haven't bought it. They're the only boots I can actually wear as mongrels. They're the only ones wide enough for my feet.
Yeah, that's the thing I have too, Robert.
Yeah. I've tried all the blunnies and the others, and I split them down the side, so.
It's too hard.
Well, if you weren't a Sasquatch, you'd be all right.
Yeah, well.
Sasquatch. Ain't that a monkey butt running in the mountains?
Yeah, it's a big monkey, but it looks like a bear with two legs.
Yeah, a polar bear. It's white.
No, they're brown.
Oh, they're white,
Yeah.
the ones I've seen. There's documentaries of them on the telly here.
Oh, you're talking about Yetis.
People who hounds them, Chewbacca's in the forest.
Righto.
In the forest.
Consultation time.
Yep.
Bottom.
Okay.
Bottom.
Up to
It's
you.
fine.
Side
yeah,
turn
either
it. Do it on the side and do a platter, a winged platter.
Yeah, it's going that way or that way. I'm not sure which way they go.
Well, technically, no. Yeah. Sorry, I'm answering Chris's question. Chris has asked if there are bears in Australia. No, there are no black bears or brown bears or polar bears, but we have koalas, which aren't a bear, but we have drop bears.
Yeah, they're
What is a
dangerous, them
drop
buggers.
bear?
Yeah. So
Well, you have
drop.
Tasmanian's devils.
No,
Yeah,
Tasmania.
they're not
Hey,
a bear.
Steve,
And
show
they're
us
not
that
as
bit of
bad as
Like a bear.
Show
drop
us that
bears
bit
are
of
much
wood
nicer
again, Sid.
devils.
Hi, Effie.
G'day, Effie.
Show that bit of wood.
Howdy, Effie.
Roll it around and see if there's a crack in the side of it.
This bit.
There. Oh, you're resing it up. Okay.
It's a bit of bank here.
Maybe turn away the crack.
That was an interesting shape on that piece of wood.
What wood is that?
Banks here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks fairly straight.
Yeah.
Centered, I mean.
Not
Oh
bad.
my God, you have a scented gift. I think only Rob understood me there. No, I mean Rob.
So what's the weather like up there for you now? You still got your windows taped over?
It was windy yesterday. I pulled the curtains all the way. So I had double curtains. First a thinner layer and then a very thick kind of curtain. So I pulled them because it was windy. But the problem is there been 3 excavators and the one with the grip claw for the demolition of the road, and they start 7 o'clock in the morning. That's why I've been sleeping a bit more normal Swedish times, because you can't sleep through that. And they've been until 6, 7 o'clock in the evening.
What do they do, Eva?
They demolished the road.
No,
No, what was the noise?
do they make?
What was the noise they make?
You know when they use
Yes,
something hacks on
yeah.
the concrete.
Yeah, you're not
There you go, Miss
understanding what I'm
Blondie.
doing.
Well, that was the sound they were making.
That's what we're looking for, right?
Yeah. And then the excavators try to take it away, and then it squeals when they're on the
Concrete.
Yeah, with the iron bits in there, and it squeals so much, and it's so noisy. And every time they dump something anywhere, the house is shaking. So,
Has it warmed up for you a bit?
yeah, it's been like 10 plus degrees, no snow left, and and the light is coming back. It's light all the way to 5 o'clock in the afternoon now,
Oh,
Cool.
compared to like 3:15 in the afternoon before in December.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm just making myself a cup of tea.
Boy, it took you long enough.
Black and no sugar, thanks, Robbo.
Yeah, okay, no worries, Sid. I'll pour it down the microphone for you when I've got it made.
I want one with honey and milk.
No, sorry, I haven't got any honey.
Oh. What a bad tea service you run, Robin. It's only for medicinal use. The honey in the tea, it's good for bacteria in the throat and teeth and whatever.
Now it's better when you use the honey in hot toddies.
In hot what?
Hot toddies.
I can't figure
That's
out.
that's for medicinal purposes. Hot toddies are.
What is that? Because I can't even hear what you're saying.
Hot toddies.
Hot toddy.
Yeah.
That's with eggs, isn't it?
No.
Starts with whiskey.
Whiskey, honey, a little bit of sugar, and some lemon juice is what I put in mine.
Whiskey, sugar, honey, and lemon juice.
Yep.
It doesn't sound
Bit
right.
of hot water. Sarge?
Oh yeah. I forgot the hot water. I did have the important stuff in it though.
Oh, you did? Yeah, the water's incidental. It's only to raise the temperature.
Yeah. And then you boil it.
You never boil alcohol. Remember that. Never boil it.
Oh, boo.
Only
Why?
heat it up. Every time you boil it, you cook away the percentage.
Okay. Well, I don't really boil it anyways. I put it in the microwave for a minute, make it hot.
For a minute?
Yeah, just warm it up a bit.
Yeah.
But that's a lot. Well,
It's
depending
gotta-
how big you made it. If you make it like half a liter, then it's not much. But I
I'll
don't
tell
know
you
what
what,
kind
the
of
amount of whiskey I put in it, there's plenty of proof still in it.
Well, I don't like too strong alcoholic though.
Hey, Effie, I
I'm
was
not-
in Mississippi the last week and a half. I was down there in Yazoo City.
Did they
And
get
then,
snow in Mississippi?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
It's like snowing
Yeah.
in the desert over here or in Africa.
Well, not quite that bad, but yeah, they had snow in just about every state down here.
You got it hit bad with the snow.
Yeah.
They even talk about the Texan snow over here.
Yep.
And how cold it's been.
Yep, Robert. Snowed in Houston.
That's Hodge. That's actually quite impressive. It snows in Houston. That's freaking close to the.
Louisiana.
Hello, Ida. By the way.
Oh yeah, she can hear you. She says
Yeah.
hello.
Well,
Cat does.
I
No,
have
it's
to
fine.
remember the wives. Amber probably around too. So hello, Amber. And now I silent the guy again, and I don't remember his name. Sadly, I'm so embarrassed.
Paul, or
It's Paul. Yeah. It's hi,
is
Paul.
that the one you're talking?
Yeah.
Good morning.
You always go silent when I come around.
No, I'm just conversing with my son on another issue.
Good.
I'm helping him write a job application, so I'm sort of flitting between the two. Nothing
Oh,
personal.
that's good.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
lives
Effie,
about 80 miles away, so we're conversing over Telegram here and sort of passing sentences from his application letter back and forth, trying to get it right.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine that works at a different utility contracting company, and he was just south of Jackson, Mississippi, working there. He got home and yesterday, I think it was, day before. Got home earlier than we did.
But the cold have gone, haven't it? I mean, do people even have insulated houses down in Houston, for example?
Effie, they decided to have Sid be on full screen. But we're all here. I actually made it back today.
But she wanted to see all your pretty faces. Didn't you, Effie?
Yeah, we were down there. If we would have crossed the river, which we were not far from the Mississippi, we would have been in could have went straight to Alexandria, Louisiana. Been there in a couple hours.
Oh, wow, Hodge. That's not nice when the pipes froze and you can't get water, you can't get on the bathroom and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's been a bad storm.
Yeah, I can tell. That's kind of like a natural disaster, and in the middle of a pandemic when people are without money and stuff, and you get a disaster like that. My God, that's horrible.
Uh, so you got it pretty good too, Hodge, with 2 days out. We were turning people on that were 2 weeks out.
I'm so
2 weeks without
ignorant
electricity.
that I thought all American people had one of them home thingies to pull.
Generator.
Yeah.
No, we're working on it, but no. If it's not issued, we don't have it unless you buy it.
Yeah, but you get one of them ice storms, didn't you? When all the branches freezes up with water, much water and stuff. We don't get that here.
Yeah, we get that pretty bad, and they got it even farther south than usual this year.
Yeah, those are horrible.
Yeah.
Everything just gets coated in ice.
Yeah. The drive down there, it was pretty miserable because we were middle of the night, and of course, way down there in southern Mississippi, well, Mississippi in general, they don't get a whole lot of snow and ice, so their road departments, they weren't prepared for it. They don't have the equipment to deal with it. And we were on interstates, that 4-lane interstates with a divided median, and you'd be going along and you have to go from the outside lane to the inside lane, outside lane, because you just follow whatever track somebody else has already cleared off, because the other stuff was crap, and it would pull our trucks if we stayed in the crappy part. So
yeah, you have to drive safe when it's like that.
Oh yeah. And then with that, nobody's used to driving it. You know, we took our time. Some of us are from northern areas, so we're used to some of the snow and ice still.
Yeah, that's hard on the electrical companies. Actually, all this when we get storms, when blizzards here for those parts of Sweden that have lines that actually hangs in the air, it's yeah, because it's usually never the big lines, the main lines,
The
whatever.
transmission lines, the
Yeah,
distribution lines that go down.
yeah, the big things that comes from the power plants up in the north with from the water power and stuff. They don't. Yeah, they don't. They are so strong usually and high. They are bigger than all the others together. But here in the city, we never notice anything. We never lose power here. It's very rare, very, very extremely rare, because everything is in the ground, so you can't. Yeah.
Now I've got a stupid question from an Australian who doesn't see ice or snow that much. Do the transmission, like on the insulators, ever get ice or anything on them and short them out?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Yes, they do. but majority of the time, like Eva said, the ice and snow, the big factor for us is the weight of the ice. It only takes a quarter inch of ice on
Yeah, it
a
breaks the lines.
300, 400 foot span of wire that breaks the lines. And
Yeah.
two, it breaks the trees that take down the lines.
Yeah, the trees are a bigger issue than just snow and ice.
And to go
sorry.
to kind of our sister divisions are usually the what we call the termites or the right of way guys. They're the ones that are supposed to be cutting the trees back so that they don't fall in the lines and the branches don't fall and stuff like that. Unfortunately, because Mississippi and a lot of them areas aren't used to a lot of the winter storms like that, and a lot of the co-ops we went to, they were a little behind in their tree trimming.
Yeah, then you get extra much.
Yep.
Yeah, no, in Australia, they just hack all the trees back anywhere within cooey of power lines these days.
Yeah, they do that here. That's what the right of way guys are supposed to do. But like I said, if the co-ops don't hire the contractors to go in there and do it, it doesn't get done. Whether it be because of budgets or whatever.
Do they use the choppers with the big drop down saw blades on them?
Yeah, the giraffe.
They are mean looking machines. Those things.
Oh yeah. The right of way guys that were out there helping us, we call them up and they'd cut down some of the trees and stuff that were in bad spots where we couldn't get to them or we were afraid to break something. Yeah. And one of the trees was in this big old ravine. And the guys, I never saw it, but the guys said that it had to have been about 120 foot tall tree that was down on the line. But there was such a gully underneath of it that there was no way for us to be able to get that tree off the line. And some of their guys thought that they'd be cool and try to climb it. They couldn't get more than 20 feet, and they said nope. So they got one. I believe that they ended up getting a giraffe out there and chopping her down.
Oh yeah.
But they had to use surgery on it to get it done right, so they didn't make more damage for anybody.
Yeah.
It looks nice, Sid. It's a pretty wood, Dad.
It is. Very soft too.
Oh dear, Hodge, that's a hot day in the Swedish summer.
Yeah, it's been 70 plus here or down there in Mississippi the last few days. When we first went down there, it was bloody cold.
But Hodge, you don't really get below zero that often when it comes to temperature, like freezing temperature over there anytime, do you?
Well, if he said that it was snow and ice down in Houston, when I was driving over the road, I followed a lowboy truck, and he had a truck on the back, and the truck had one of those booms that had the spray nozzles for de-icing aircraft. And I asked the driver, I was like, "Where are you headed?" He goes, "To Houston Airport." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, it ices down there too." Like, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It says maybe 5 or 6 times a year.
I don't think we're going to get that much more snow, but it will snow in April again, because then you have sunshine in the morning, snow midday, rain in the afternoon, and sunshine again then.
Oh, it sounds like almost a Melbourne winter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's April for you. The weather is just crazy.
Yeah, Hodge. When I first moved to Arkansas, I grew up in Iowa, so I was used to the weather the snow, the cold, and everything else. I moved down here, and the first snowflake hit the ground and stuck. Man, the whole town shut down. I'm like, what is this? They're like, man, that's all the ice and stuff on the roads that don't let them go anywhere. And now I believe it. They also told me that it hardly ever snows, and whatever sticks on the roads usually melts by noon the next day. Shoot. Our first snow when I was in high school was 20-inch dump all in one night. Needless to say, it didn't open up for about a week. I think I calculated before I left the house 10 inches in my front yard over 3 or 4 snow drops. Sorry, I'm chatterbox tonight. Sorry, Dr. Bob.
Sorry, you've been antisocial for a while, Sarge. You need to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's what you got to do. It's interesting to hear what it's been like for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a couple of weeks of weather like that, but that's just normal.
Yeah, but you prepare for it up there, aren't you? You kind of have winter tires and you have machines to clear the snow on your properties and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Snow plows get out early to get the streets clean.
Yeah. And you have experienced drivers for the plowers also and stuff like that. And I mean, it takes a bit of experience to actually handle it well.
Well, the first couple of snowfalls of the season, you still have idiots that have forgotten how to drive or think that they can drive, at the same speed they normally do. And you see them, they're wrapped around telephone poles, they're rear-ended other vehicles, and, you see them being towed around on wreckers. And that wakes people up quickly that it really is slippery out.
Yeah, the worst is when you get what we call black ice. When
Yeah, we
it's
get it.
Yeah.
you don't even see it. It's just a few meters on the road, and it's going to be just ice you drive on, and you can't do anything. It's like water travel, but you can't see it.
Right. We used to, years ago, in the Detroit metropolitan area, be able to use chains on the tires. And now it's only certain parts of the state you can use chains for traction.
Oh, over here, if you need to use change, then you're really in trouble because normally we have such good winter tires. So some with spikes and some not with spikes, depends a little bit. Down here, it's a bit waste of having those because you never get it that icy, so you actually really needs them because if it just snow, you're doing fine with the winter tires that has no spikes in them.
Yeah, we used to have studs allowed in Michigan, but now there isn't any allowed, at least in the lower peninsula of Michigan.
Oh my God, Sid, that's dangerous. Oops,
Holy smoke.
that was a quick one.
Next firewood.
Well,
That, folks, is why you never stand in the way.
Indeed. I knew it was a pretty fair chance it was going to happen with the nature of that wood anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Banks is a bit of a mongrel like that.
Yeah.
I know a 4x4. I know what that means, but the F-150 or
F-150 is Ford F1 or it's a Ford half-ton pickup.
It doesn't say
It's
me
just-
anything. It's a big truck, isn't it?
Well, no, not really. It's a pickup truck. It's kind of like the Utes that they've got down in Australia.
Yeah, we've got F-150s down there.
Yeah. Well, I guess the Utes should be a little smaller, wouldn't they?
Well, you usually don't have a big car like that in Sweden because it's too expensive to drive them because the gasoline prices here are not like your guys' gasolines.
Hmm.
And we pay per liter, kind of what you pay per gallon.
Right. Yeah, the black ice.
In Australia, we pay by the litre.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the black ice was got us on the edge of our seats when we were driving down there, literally. Because, like I said,
Yeah,
we only had the path that wherever somebody else drove, and then when we got down on the 2-lane highway, half the time we were in the other lane, and then to try to get back through the slushy junk and into the other lane was a trick.
Yeah, we get black ice in Australia in certain places because it's in valleys, and on a cold night we have a frost or something, and the wind whipping through the valley reduces the temperature so much by the wind chill that the roads freeze over, and that's scary stuff.
Yeah.
I must admit, Chris, you live 2 miles from work. Geez, I complain because I only live 40 feet from work.
Well, when I first moved down to Arkansas as a teenager, our house was right behind the restaurant that we owned, and it was probably half an acre between the two. And we had our pickup truck, or my pickup truck, parked back there, and we had that 2-inch or 20-inch dump. My dad and I got out there and pushed the truck all the way up to the highway and go find somebody with a plow to plow out our parking lot.
No, I can't read it, Sid.
There it is.
Right, now we can't. Walnut, right out.
It's only a little one, so I don't really know what to do with it.
Make a Chinese bowl out of it.
Oh, walnut. That's nice.
What the hell's a Chinese bowl, Robbo?
Yeah, like a rice bowl.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like that video that Jay showed. Did you see it?
No, I didn't actually. I don't think anyone.
Like a cup bowl like
Maybe
that.
you just sent it to me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
Jay.
it.
I'll put it in the group chat as well, Sarge, but oh well.
Yeah.
No,
You get that. Nobody wants to see it anyway.
and Chris says he gets upset when an Amy's
You know what
buggy's
that
in
does?
front of me. Yeah.
It's the world's smallest violin.
Yeah. I thought Robbo would have liked it, and I thought Dr. Bob would have liked it too, but I never got a
Oh, is
comment.
it that small?
So I guess neither of them watched it.
Yeah,
Oh my
you,
God, Sid, that's really small.
Yeah. It's 110 millimeters by 85.
Oh dear.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his fiddle still.
Well, he was just playing his smallest violin. Isn't that the same as a fiddle?
Okay, yes. Well,
Yeah.
they're similar. Let's put it that way.
It's just how they're played, really.
Yeah, and I think they're also the way that they're tuned.
Yeah.
Because you get like the opera fiddle.
Into
The
Georgia.
fiddle in an opera is tuned one way. Violin in an opera is tuned one way, and a fiddle is tuned totally different.
Yep.
A fiddle is what everybody has at home to play at home with, isn't it?
You're not going to get any arguments out of me at all because I failed triangle and rhythm stick at school.
Oh, that's
fine.
your
I tried to play.
section.
I tried to play
You're
the
in the
trumpet,
profession.
and that didn't last long.
I can make a noise out of a trumpet. I wouldn't say I could play a trumpet.
I was the one that the musical talents didn't hit. My mom and my brother, they can play, or used to. They play piano and harp, and my brother even played steel drums. That made me even more mad.
Yeah,
My
I've got-
brother is a musical people. here.
There's 4 kids in the family. Dad played mouth organ and harmonica and button accordion. And my 2 sisters and my brother can all play something. And my mother and I got the musical abilities of a dead gnat.
Yeah, I have no musical talent. I can play a radio.
I can play the
Nice.
fiddle quite often.
Or the Joker.
Oh my God! Now you're getting too detailed, guys. Too much details.
My mother played a harp in the Detroit Philharmonic when she was younger, and she also played a violin. But after I came along, then that stopped her playing commercial in the music.
Now remember, that's got to be round.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Robert.
It comes up square sides with a round base, and the base is about 1 inch tall. I've just been back through that chat, Joe, and I couldn't find a link to that thing.
Oh, she looks like this nice guy that don't say anything bad or doesn't swear or anything, like just a well-behaved male. But then sometimes you read what he says and you kind of yeah, joke on it.
I'm a shit drawer.
Are you going to draw a violin?
Yeah, no, you don't round the top over at all. Wait on.
Right,
I'll just draw it out
okay,
for you, Sid.
Right.
Are you trying to get into the shapes here?
Yeah.
Shape it up, Sid.
Just so I can visualise what Robbo's talking about.
Yeah, but sometimes you need to do that. Absolutely true.
Right, can you just put me on full screen for a second, please, Joe?
Nah.
No, sorry, you have to get up, don't you?
Oh,
You get a Bluetooth mouse.
Like that one there, Sid.
Yeah.
Just a little round bottom, straight up the sides, and they have a foot on them.
Okay. So, how do we do the base? Just do the normal tenon base and come up from that, or?
Yeah, just you can do a normal tenon base and then turn it round and just turn the foot down.
well, I'm going to have to jump out. I got a dog whining to go out, so let me take care of him.
All right then, Bob.
Take
No
care.
worries. Thank you.
See you tomorrow at the demo.
See you, Bob.
Cheers, Bob.
Yep.
Oh, he's
Right,
reading
the
now,
intent of the-
Robo. You need a beard cut, Robo. You start to go wild again.
Yeah, I know. I'm starting to turn feral.
Must be warmer in your shop today, Robo.
No, actually,
Or actually, you must have been knowing that I was coming on so that you could get out of my spot.
yeah. To be quite honest, I've had the heater on for the last half an hour. It's actually quite cold over here today.
Oh, it's
I'll
20
say-
degrees Celsius, is it?
Yeah, it's less than that in the workshop.
I was gonna say you don't have your hat on again, or this time tonight.
It's there.
Yeah. Nor your glasses. So you must not be doing much right now.
Oh, you're sitting in your workshop even, Jay. I thought you were in bed even, or in the living room in the sofa or something.
Nah,
Sid,
I got a fan blowing on me. That's enough.
Oh, that's nice.
come down from the top 50 millimeters and put a line around it. I'll make it 55.
I have a ruler like that.
And pick the rule up off the floor before it gets lost in the sawdust when it. Now, no, leave the tool rest where it was.
Just making the line a bit better, Robbo.
Oh yeah, right here.
He knows you
And
well
then just-
enough, Robo.
Yeah, and then just plunge cut up to that until you get it flat across there, and then put a tenon, like make it about 2.5 inches in diameter on the bottom, and then form your tenon where you got to actually fit the chuck onto. Okay.
I've got the tenon.
Yeah, right. I will take the waste out of the way up to that line. Keep it about quarter of an inch higher than what the tenon is.
Oh, sorry for yawning. Are you going to make a tenon of all of that?
Sorry, what was that, Eva?
Are you going to make a tenon of all of that?
No, it's not a tenon. No, it's not a tenon. That's the foot.
Uh-huh. Oh, I need some coffee if I'm going to sit here and talk to you for a while.
I was gonna tell you about an hour ago to make you up for a pot of coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you put a little round half a bead on the base, it needs to be about half an inch. No, don't cut that way. Come from the base. Right. Yeah, that's not bad, Sid. Just curl it round a bit at the top. That's it. Right. Now parallel that side. Yeah. Beautiful. Rightio. Finish off your tenon to mount the bowl now. Oh, you can sand all that off and everything. Oh, don't worry about sanding that bit. You're going to turn that bit off in a minute anyway.
This bit.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Got a bit of tear out. Is the outside going down anymore, rubber, or not?
Yeah, you can take it down a little bit. Just do a shear cut down it. Bowl gouge, spindle gouge, whatever you like. Walnut's notorious for getting a little bit of tear out on the end grain.
Put a little bit of your seed tool on there.
Drop your handle right down, Sid. That's it. Right, now have a look at it. No, don't make another one. I think you got rid of most of it.
Bloody nice looking grain.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
Is that a tear out line just above the cove, above the bead? No, right,
Yeah.
round. Yeah, there's a line around it.
Yeah, it's a little ridge.
All right, we'll take it out with a shear scrape. Bit more. I might be able to see it in the camera better than you can see it there, actually. That looks better. Right.
Yep. Yeah, in fact, you feel it rather than see it when you put your hand on it.
Yeah.
That's a lot better. A little bit there.
Actually, Paul should be directing you how to cut this stuff because he just got a truckload of it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Not quite that much, but yeah, a couple of bit decent sized bits. Yeah, nice wood to work with, isn't it, walnut?
It is.
It's not hard to cut anyway.
Yeah,
No.
you can get some bits that take the edge off the tool quite considerably. I've had bits of walnut and I've had sparks coming off it, just from like mineral inclusion, mineral deposits in it. You can't see it, but you know when you hit one, you see the sparks coming off.
Depends where they're grown. That's a
absolutely. Yeah. But it seems to be something that I've noticed more in walnut than anything else I've worked with, really. Certainly out of the native woods that I work with.
Well, the worst thing I've ever hit in timber is a horseshoe.
Oh, that'd be nasty.
It was.
Yeah,
I
hit some metal here and there.
I insulted its heritage terribly, I can assure you.
Well, it'd either do the gouge or the tool a lot of damage, or bloody grab the tool and throw it out of your hands and do you damage, or both.
No, it took a great chunk out of the end of the gouge. Stupid part was there was no warning in it even there, you know.
So it just grown around it, sort of thing.
Yeah, somebody had set a horseshoe in the crotch of a tree.
Yeah.
And the tree grew up around it.
99.
Good night, Hodge. Good night, Robert.
Good night, Robert.
See you later, Robert.
I'm gonna step out of bed. I got some mongrels I gotta go put in their house.
No worries.
There's a lot of mongrels around now. Ooh, that orange juice was cold. Now I'm almost freezing. Ooh. It's so funny with wood how it can look so different on two sides and it's still the same piece of wood.
Yep.
So my little breakouts there, either that's the collateral damage from the sort of wood I choose to turn most of the time. I probably have 50% of them I start and they never get finished because they break.
That's not fun if they break when you come to the finish point.
Right, I've only had a couple that I've actually taken to the point where I've started putting finish on them, but probably about half the stuff I start, I won't get it finished because of flaws in it, or it'll break, or something stupid. But it's a choice in the sort of timber I turn. Like I'll take a piece like that and try and pick a line without too much cracks in it and make a wand out of it.
What causes a burl? It's an interesting question because it's generally, well, it's thought to be by all the scientists and everything, that it's a tree trying to hide a scar or damage to itself, so it just builds up over the top of the scar.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought, and neither of them are probably wrong. One is it's a scar tissue formed over where a branch breaks off.
No, that's called a cap. Where it grows over the top of a branch that's been cut off or breaks off is called a cap.
Sorry, wrong terminology. So where you get a shoot growing out of a trunk as opposed to a branch, and it breaks out, like you see them come up on grapevines quite often when you go around shoot bashing.
Yeah.
And when it's young and still green and soft tissue, softwood, not hardwood, when it breaks out, a burl can form over the top of that scar. Or it can be parasite damage that causes the scar that the burl will form over.
That's right, yeah. So what's your opinion, Paul?
Yeah, I think I agree with what you're saying there about it being some form of damage to the tree and it tries to grow over it. But quite often with birds, you get the little sort of islets or knots or whatever you want to call them, and some birds seem to just generate lots of little shoots, and all those little islets are what you see as the evidence of those shoots, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Why the tree does that, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it is often where you get that damage.
A nice one. Ooh, with such a big holes in the middle.
Oh, you didn't see my burls. You didn't see my burls the other day, did you, Sid?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I did. Now we're going. Who's got the biggest burls? I think Robbo's compensating for something.
God, I've had to do that for 40 years.
So do I finish that, or have I got more cutting to do before I put a finish on it?
No, you can finish that part right off now. Just
Start
don't worry
here or
about don't worry about the base too much.
down here.
Yeah, because you're going to be
Around the
turning
corner.
that off anyway. Yeah, just finish all that off.
Hey, Sid,
Yeah, mate.
the next time you want to make wands, you should use gum branches.
I've got some gum branches to use as well.
At least nature's done half the work, you know.
Shirley found me some, I don't know what it'll be like because it looks like it's got a lot of cracks in it, but like, it's nice when you've got a wife that she's out driving around and doing stuff and she comes across some fruit trees and brings you back some dead branches.
I got a well-trained man. Keep that one.
Well, I'm not trading her in for a while anyway.
Yeah, well, I can't afford to trade mine in at my age. I haven't got the time left to train a new one.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same.
But you know, clicky training works on humans too, especially on men.
Have you
I
heard-
was
have you
waiting
heard-
for some type of. I was waiting for a reaction.
Oh, so was I. I was banking on it.
And that's all you got.
That's it. Get out.
Hello, who's been told off now?
Nobody telling you off.
Well, Jay's telling someone to get out.
Well, it was me, wasn't it?
Ah,
Oh, it just wasn't a very female response. Sorry, Eva, but that's just my opinion.
A female response to what?
To what they were just talking
Yeah,
about.
you can put that on if you want to.
no, it's there, I might as well.
Yeah.
Men you have been easy to train before.
I was gonna say I read something one there that men and bathroom tiles have got a lot in common. If you
Like
lay
they're
them
full of
properly the
shit?
first time, you can walk all over them for the rest of your life.
Say that again. If you blah blah, you can.
Men and bathroom tiles have got a lot in common. If you lay them properly the first time, you can walk all over them for the rest of your life.
Well, it's a matter of the pike, isn't it? Oh, did you hear that pike?
She's a bit speechless for that one there, Eva. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not speechless. Well, doesn't that go with everything? If you put it down right the first time, then it will be more solid.
I don't think she got that one, Sid.
That's what I said. It's lost something in the translation. I think.
Yeah.
It was pretty clear what you were saying because it's in all directions.
You were being modest, were you, Eve?
Well, sometimes I have to.
Yeah.
You've been hanging around dark too much.
I have, don't I? Oh, we had such a nice evening that night when we were here all alone. Comparing
Yes.
tools and stuff.
Did you have the candles out? Did you, and the champagne on the table and everything?
Oh yes, and strawberries and everything. Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah. I recorded that session, Eve.
I know. That's why you know also. Yeah, it got really interesting when he showed his and I showed mine.
I recorded it. I recorded it so I could play it back, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really proud.
Yeah. It's selling pretty quick, actually.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to be fast. Oh dear, that got very shiny.
Oh, a
What is
bit
the
too much,
marker?
Sid.
It's bloody nearly liquid. Robbo.
Yeah.
Why do you have
yeah.
two line stars? It's a chateau. I can't say that word.
Chatoyance.
Wow.
Chatoyant.
Chatoyant.
Eva,
Yes.
Chatoyant.
just say cat's eyes if that's easier for you.
No, I want to say the chateau.
Now,
Sorry,
Hayden,
sounds like
make sure there's no loose threads on that, Sid, and you can speed the lathe up a bit too.
That's not a piece of paper. That's a piece of cloth.
Exactly. Only thing worth using.
But cloths are dangerous.
Yeah, so I paid attention
No.
last time, Robbo. You told me to use a cloth instead of a rag on a roll.
Yep.
Well, there's always a use of old pair of sheets, isn't there?
Look at the shine
Yeah.
on that, Eva.
I missed that, Sid.
Look at the shine on that.
Oh yeah, it's shining. We're rubbing it. It almost looks like plastic now.
Oh, that's getting hot.
Yep. That's what it's got to do.
Sorry, but that was funny.
There,
Oh,
There's,
it's supposed to.
have you stopped getting lines across it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's about as far as you need to go then.
Hey Sid, watch out, it might be hot.
Look at the shine on that.
I think Jay's starting to wake up again.
Yeah, he's getting cheeky again now, so he must be feeling better.
Feeling better.
Now, Sid,
That's good.
speed the lathe up, and then I'll turn the lathe on, and then slow it down because don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Reverse it and turn out the inside now.
So that was the gear, whatever hook or what you call it, that little thingy.
It's
Yeah.
it's what's called a Reeves drive. Eva, Robbo will explain how it works.
It's just got two expanding cones that move in and out to adjust the speed. That's all.
Nothing else.
No. It's a mechanical variable speed.
But it's a very nice blue lathe. Yeah, I like it.
It's called a Reeves drive on those. In cars, it's called a CVT, constant variable transmission.
Well, when it comes to car parts and all of that in English, then I might sound stupid and I know nothing, but because I know all those are only in Swedish. Oh, good on you, Jay.
What?
Oh, you're in a teasing mood, aren't you?
Why?
Beautiful, Sid.
You muted me.
No, I thought I could. Someone's writing a novel.
It wasn't me.
Not me.
That's all right.
Now, you need to get the sides about 3 millimeters thick
Oh, sweet.
all the way down, Sid.
No pressure.
After I muted you, Eva, I realised that I remembered it was Paul talking to his son. It's all good.
I was laughing here when you did that, so I didn't have any problems.
Oh, okay.
Just move your banjo in a little bit.
Eva, you can take it off.
No, I mean across the lathe, Sid. That's better. Good.
Come on, Eva, don't be like that. He is evil, man.
Yeah, don't be like that.
Don't forget to flatten the top first, particularly where you're coming in on the rim.
So much to think of, Sid.
Okay, good. Now you can go for it.
Monkey butt is awfully quiet. Did you go away again?
He's dropping the kids off at the pool, Eva.
Oh, that's what he's done.
Yeah.
I had to take my four-legged mongrels outside and put them in their house.
The mongrels, yeah, they work with everything. Four-legged mongrels. He's shaking you. No, I shut up.
Well, I guess in Australia they'd be dingoes.
Looks like chocolate you're turning.
No, he'd be turning around in his mouth if it was chocolate, Eva.
Oh, bet he is.
You know, that just makes me think. They show all the power tools to make, you know, a lunch in their shop. You know, from bandsaw and table saw and all that stuff. I wonder if you couldn't turn some food on a lathe.
Yes.
Of course you can. Put a coconut on.
I've turned potatoes, cabbages, and oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Oranges?
Makes a hell of a mess.
Oh, I'm sure. But
you're going to need an apron if you try that.
You freeze the oranges, Eva.
No, they were turned. The thing is, apple I've done as well. The worst part's trying to hold them without squashing them.
I can imagine. Next time you need to turn watermelon.
Have you seen Steve Twidell's banana, Robbo?
Sorry?
Steve Twidell turned a banana off center turning.
Yeah.
Out of wood.
Yeah. I used to turn all sorts of fruit out of wood once, but I think Sarge was asking about actual food.
Yeah, that's what I was actually getting at.
It just threw it into my mind when you...
And I think Cindy Droz just turned a lettuce or a cabbage one day too.
Now, when she was talking chocolate, that's just what I thought of when I seen him turning that.
Oh,
as far as turning food.
That'd be turning chocolate. That'd be a waste.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It looks like chocolate, and now I can't get it out of my head.
See, it might pay to move the tool rest back a little bit so you've got a bit more clearance. I know that sounds funny. That's better.
Now here comes the baby doll hair.
Now, I'd personally try and get around that transition there with, I'd do that part with a scraper, actually. I wouldn't try and get the gouge around there unless you've got a really short bevel on a gouge somewhere. You can try that, but I still don't think it's enough.
So is this a special type of a ball or something?
It's just a Japanese rice bowl, that's all.
With such a straight edges, I thought they were more coned.
No.
Well, there's different types, but mostly the rice bowls are straight edge like that.
It's so you can pick them up in your hands and keep your hands around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I know from Chinese people when they eat their food, they usually put the meat into the rice bowl and eat from the rice bowl.
Yep. And they generally hold it about 2 inches from their mouth
Yeah, very close.
and shovel it
Robbo,
in.
Yeah.
Go look at your messenger, Robbo.
Or the other thing that they'll eat is crud, I forgot the name of it.
Miso soup?
Yeah, no, they usually use miso soup with a small little ladle shaped spoon. That's what I used to eat mine with. Of course, too, I'm a Heinz 57, so I always do stuff different anyways. But no,
Oh,
it's
that's what you get when you different.
yakisoba noodles. The big long noodles, I think is the one I'm thinking of. They'll put it real close to their mouth, and if they're not slurping real loud, then it's no good.
Oh, yeah, I did say that, Jay, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, they got a whole different food culture in Asia.
Yeah, when I was in Okinawa, we go to some of those restaurants, and they'd have some of the restaurants were actually split, to where one side they would have their woven mats and their short little tables that they would sit by with the pillows. And most of the Okinawans, anyways, they'd either sit on their knees or sit cross-legged at those tables. Well, us lazy Americans, we couldn't quite sit cross-legged and eat, so they would have a hole underneath of the table so we could put our feet underneath the table and then sit on the floor. But we all had to take our...
And
That's
Chris
what they
said,
do in Japan.
Chris says that you should make chopsticks, Sid, so you can have a set to go with that.
beautiful.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Geez, I don't know. Was it you, Jay, that sent me the thing about the... No, it was another friend of mine. Sent me a thing that there's something like 300,000 chopsticks used a day in America. That's just America. And they're actually recycling them now. They get them from all the restaurants after they've been used, and they're turning them into timber products. For 300,000 a day. Holy hell, I didn't think there was that many around.
Yeah, usually here, like you said, most of ours in general are the disposable ones.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Americans in America, though, Robbo.
I know.
How strange
Funny,
is that?
funny about that. It's a very strange phenomenon.
It
We got a
is.
few Aussies over here too, foreign Aussies.
We had an
Just
American that was in the Swedish version of Below, and he's actually like 72 years old. He even did what you call it? You call it Survivor. He was in the Swedish version of that too.
Oh, yeah.
He's an old Navy SEAL guy.
Oh, well, that explains everything right there.
Right. Now, just...
They're one set of squids I don't mess with for sure.
Yeah, but he's 72 years old.
That don't
Yeah.
matter.
All right,
Yeah,
just
but-
smooth it. Wait on, Eva, sorry. Just smooth out the bottom now. And just check the curves not too thick. There. So you might have to get a scraper in there and just take it out a little bit if you can.
It looks nice.
I had to turn my head on the side to see that actually, Sid. So
Me too.
And y'all are the ones that can't read those words that are backwards either.
I can read words backward even in English sometimes.
yep, I can read them. I can read them upside down, back to front.
It takes me a little longer, but I can still do it.
Yeah. Just watch out you don't nick the side with the edge.
And Robo in Okinawa, they had these plastic bowls that were in the shape of Hello Kitty for the kids with
Oh yeah.
pink chopsticks, and they'd be almost similar to tongs, where they were connected at one end. They were training sticks, is what they were. I think they might have been geared more towards the Westerners.
Sorry, who else? What was that?
That's what happened to Jay when it threw the bloody gouge out of his hand and whacked him on the wrist.
What? Where? What?
Corner with a scraper a while ago.
Oh yeah.
So I was being a bit paranoid then while I was going across it.
Yeah, well, that's like a scraper should be angled across just to keep it up near the nose, so you don't hit the edge of anything. Yeah, that's it.
Hey Sarge, those little things that go on the end of the chopsticks for the kids, that's the only way I can eat with chopsticks.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I never ever mastered chopsticks.
I can feed myself. Who was that? Eva?
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
That's what I thought. It had that little bit of high-pitched sound to the end of it.
Oh, but that was one of the calm sneezes I do.
Oh, I know it. But you still had that little distinctive high pitch to it.
Like the way I use the way I use chopsticks is I stab the food with it and pick it up.
Yeah, you do that in an Japanese setting, and you're gonna get romped on.
I know.
Well, anyway, if you just pick up the meaty bits and then shovel the rice anyway with your chopsticks to your mouth from the bowl, so it's not that hard. We eat it wrong. If we do it like they do it in Asia, in Japanese, I almost said in Japan or China, then it wouldn't be so hard. But we try to eat everything from a plate.
Yeah, but I go to a Chinese restaurant, which, by the way, our Chinese restaurant, they've been open throughout the COVID. Well, most of the COVID, but that's been either carry out or they started seating people, and you had to order off the menu, and you get like the whole platter in a whole dish in a takeaway box. But my wife told me today that they're opening up the buffet come the middle of next month. That's cool.
Yeah, they've been doing takeaway. They've been doing takeaway here.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't have buffet over here.
No, we haven't here either.
We have a gold mine with takeaway restaurants nowadays, but they close early in the evening. So if you want to eat later, it's just going to be hamburgers and pizza left.
Yeah, and you know what's spiked real good out here is like the Uber drivers and the Grubhub drivers. Uber drivers take people, well, more or less they've become delivery services. And then Grubhub, they go to restaurants, pick up takeaway for people and take it to their houses.
Now, just watch out. just watch out, Sid, that you don't taper the inside edge of the lip. Yeah. What happens when you're sanding like that, sometimes you can bring the edge of the lip out and make it pointed.
It's going to be a really cute bowl, that one.
Now you just need some red lacquer to put on the inside.
Yeah, that's right, and gold leaf.
Yeah,
On the edge.
No, on the inside.
on the inside.
Sid,
Yo,
watch your finger. It's going to get hot.
thanks.
You're welcome.
No, it's the friction polish is when it gets hot. If the sandpaper's getting hot, I'm cooking it.
Yeah, you're definitely holding it too hard if it's getting hot, aren't you? I was about to say something stupid there, but I hold my tongue. Otherwise, Jay would have muted me again.
Come in.
Come
We'll
in,
sort of go
say
third
hi.
time lucky with this one, Robbo.
Sorry?
Third time lucky.
Why?
Third thing I put on the lathe looks like it might work.
Oh. No, going well with that.
But like I said, it's always a danger when you're using scrap wood to make stuff.
Yeah, especially if it's recycled wood.
Yeah, well, the piece that broke out before, that was just a bit of roadside timber in it. And it was roadside cured too, like it was dry when I picked it up. So lots of cracks. I made one bowl out of the branch, but I left it fairly thick in the walls.
Oh, I feel like I could go back sleeping again. That coffee didn't do much good.
Maybe you need another one, Eva.
But why should I be up like... I woke up like 4:15 or something like that, and then I found that you were up here, and then I've been here since then.
Because you wanted to see me. Or talk to me anyway. Because I'm a pest.
Yeah, I always run to the pest. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Yeah, that's a really pretty bowl, actually. Well done, Sid.
Scored 2 points for Sid tonight. One for getting his... No, listen, hold on. Before you start laughing. One for getting his cameras and stuff working tonight. It's basically his life. And 2 for getting that nice bull out of, like you said, 3 tries.
I've got 2 more cameras to set up yet, Sarge.
Oh no, I know that. I'm just saying, you got yourself
Yeah,
a steady camera.
That first one that broke out, I did a test run on Jay's live, so I've got that one. That's my other lathe over there. So I've got another camera there, and I've got a third one to set up as well. But I've only got one USB port on the computer, so I had to wait for a powered splitter to come so I could set a couple of cameras up.
Yeah. Shoot, before you know it, we'll have a picture and a picture and a picture like Joe.
Yeah. I don't know whether I'll be that far up yet, but you know.
It's getting shiny.
And this is only the abrasive post.
Are you using Yorkshire Grit?
No,
Or
this
Axe
one.
Mister or something?
No, Triple E, the original abrasive paste.
Okay. That's all I hear is everybody call you, Yorkshire Grit or Axmer or whatever, Axe, whatever.
Axminster.
Axe. Just Axe.
So this lathe is the Australian version of the Axminster that Mark the Gentleman Woodturner uses.
All right.
No, Mark's got a new one now.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't keep up with that very well then, did I?
Big bugger.
The big bugger.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have
Trying
to start
be like
saving
Robo.
I might get some lathe envy going on here now. Is it bigger than the one I'm planning to get, Robbo?
No, yours has got the sliding bed. If you're getting the one I'm thinking you're getting, yeah.
30-40.
Yeah.
I got a question. Go ahead.
You're gone.
That abrasive, could that be used on flat sanding too?
Yes, it can be.
Okay.
But you've got to work it really, really hard. Don't laugh, but the funniest one, the best way I've found of using it like that is for the initial stages is to put a cloth on a random orbital sander, like put a cloth, make a cloth pad that fits on a random orbital sander and use that.
Use a car polisher, Robbo.
No, the problem with car polishers is that they just go round and round.
No. If you've seen the cheaper Zito ones, they're an oversized random, and all they're good for is polishing cars, but they've got a fairly big pad on them too.
Yeah.
But if you're working a big piece, that'd be all right.
I was gonna say most of mine are small and delicate.
Yeah.
That would destroy anything I ever do.
Oh yeah, I'm not thinking about what you're doing, Jamison.
Yeah.
What you could do is put all the pieces as close as you can together, Sarge. Hot melt glue them down onto a board, and then sand over the top of them.
Right. That's usually what I do. I'll take all my cutouts and stick them back in, and then sand over all of it.
Out there somewhere, Robbo?
What? No. Now you've got to do what Jay does and get a piece of wood in the chuck and bring your tailstock up.
Oh, I haven't finished any of this down here yet, so I'll have to put some more finish on that.
No, that's why you've got to do it the other way round there. You're going to turn the tenon off.
Yeah.
Now you need a good size of a tennis ball won't do it, it's too small.
Sorry, what was that, Eva?
Well, you need to have something that takes the bowl on the inside very softly so you don't make any marks.
Yeah, the normal way I'd do it is a jam chuck.
Okay.
Have you got a bit of wood? Have you got a bit of wood you can make a jam chuck out of, Sid?
I'd go one better than that, Robbo.
No, I mean a proper jam chuck. where you actually put the rim of the bowl into a groove.
Ah, you mean like a plate, not a...
Yeah.
I've got coal jaws.
Oh, coal jaws will do.
What did Chris do? He used his sanding plate
Yeah.
and put it on his headstock and then put a cloth on it, did all that stuff, and then squeezed it on it.
Yeah, well, that's a sort of a jam chuck, but take your chuck key out, Sid.
I still have my hand on it, Robbo.
That's all right. Good night, Chris. Yeah,
Good night, Chris.
That's a sort of a jam chuck, but a true jam chuck is a piece of timber that is turned down to the diameter of the bowl so that when you can pop it on like you would a lid, and then it holds it there while you turn the base all the way off.
Yeah.
See you later, Chris.
Showed one up on your one of your lives, didn't you, Robbo?
Oh, yeah, I've done it a few times, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Wonderful thing of finding tools.
Yep. Yeah, good night, Chris. I actually don't like coal jaws much, but that's...
Yeah, I've got some, but I don't use them very often.
No, I modify all mine. I put plywood faces on them and actually turn them into jam chucks.
Yeah.
Basically, all you have to do with that would be to cut you a piece of plywood that size and drill out all the holes, wouldn't you? Then you put those clamps on the holes that you need them.
Yeah, you could do that, but it's if you've got the holes there. Like I put plywood faces on mine and then turn the diameter of the thing. Just put two in, Sid, and then try that bowl against them, because I reckon that's too close. I think you've got to go to the next hole out. Let's see how good my eye is.
Almost.
Yeah, your eye's pretty good, Robbo.
Now, normally on what these bases would do would be that you turn the foot up parallel, and then you actually hollow out the inside of the foot as well.
So it sits flat on the outside rim.
Sorry?
So it sits flat on the outside rim?
No. So you've got a little bowl in the bottom, if you like.
Oh, okay.
Same wall thickness as what the bowl on the top is.
Yeah. Very sneaky.
Yeah. Very crafty Japanese people. Very crafty.
We had
No, don't. No. Shouldn't need that.
we had 6 people dying because they've been out on weak ices and been fishing and walking around on ices here on the lakes. And that was last week or this week. I don't understand why you want to go out on the ice if the ice isn't thick enough. It's amazing the stuff they come up with for you to turn your bowls correctly and front side, back side, whatever.
Now bring your tailstock up as well, just in case. Have you got a cone centre?
Yep.
Right. That's the only time I ever use a cone. Oh, 1 or 2 times I use cone centres is in a hole or into a bottom of a bowl. Now, just bring the cone centre up just lightly against it, Sid. And start the lathe up. Now, put your finger on the cone centre.
Yep.
It should turn. If you let it go, it'll turn when you let it go, but it should stop when you put your finger on it. Right. That's about the amount of pressure you need on it.
Okay.
Right. Now you can take the base down to the same size as what the tenon was. And finish off all that part, down to that. Right up to the...
You're not taking that down to...
You're taking the thicker part down to the spigot size, right?
All of it?
Yep, right to the base and finish it off nice and flat. Yep.
Yep.
Good night, Effie.
Night, Effie. Sleep well.
Good night, Effie.
You're going a bit slower than normal right now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, cold jaws don't allow, or those sort of cold jaws don't allow you to go fast.
Yeah.
Now that has to be a nice tight line around there when you got it, Sid. So you've nearly got to close the flute right down so you get it nice and tight into there.
Like that?
Like that. And just get rid of that. You'll have teeth marks in where you had the jaws on the tenon. Probably you may have to just go down a fraction under it.
Oh, just.
Yeah, it's just a minuscule little radius up where the foot joins the bowl.
There is.
Yeah. wonder how well that's held in the jaws, in the cold jaws.
Well, I haven't put a huge amount of pressure on it, but I can probably put a little bit more on it.
Yeah. Flatten off the bottom first down into the chuck anyway. Into the centre, yeah. Open your flute out a little bit, Sid. And undercut it.
Undercut it.
Yeah. So it sits around the rim. In other words, put a concave surface in it.
Yep.
That's it. Now, have you got a little Forstner bit?
Yeah.
See if you can get one that's fairly close to the size of that leaves about an eighth of an inch or 3/16 of an inch around the edge, and see if you can drill it out. And then you can just clean it up then with the skew chisel.
So that was about 53, so that'd be about 48, something like that.
Yeah, 48, 45. If we're going to do it, we might as well do it properly. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And it's a tungsten carbide bit, which is even better.
Oh, you're gonna drill it out. Is the foot gonna be that high?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I'm just doing as I'm told, Eva.
Isn't it the risk you get very wiggly?
No. Well, they very rarely sit on the table.
Oh, that's the reason. Explains a lot. Thanks, Robbo. You're so good explaining stuff to me.
That's what we pay him the big bucks for, Eva.
Say again, Sid?
That's what we pay him the big bucks for.
To explain stuff for me?
Well, for everyone, not just you. He's the highest paid here of all of them.
So you get a lot of pay for this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And because it's Saturday, I'm on, because it's afternoon, Saturday afternoon, I'm on double time.
Double time
just
and a bit.
time and a Just time and a half.
Okay,
It's not a holiday.
No, I've already done my 6 hours today, so now it's double time.
Well, it's Saturday morning at least here.
You're in the wrong game, Robbo. In most games, you've only got to do bloody 2 hours to get to double time.
Yeah.
Hello, kitty cat. Are you coming again? Oh, is my keyboard in the way? Do you want to cuddle? Do you want to cuddle my old girl? Yes. Me baby. Yes.
Gee, Sid, looks like you lashed out on a new bit, did you?
I've had them for a while. It's probably this one probably hasn't been used yet. How far am I going in?
Keep going. I'll tell you when to stop.
You're not deep enough, Sid. I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
I didn't hear what you said either. Sorry.
He's not deep enough.
No, that's right. That's what she said. Right, yeah, that'll do you, Sid.
All right, Eva, I'll give you credit tonight. You're actually doing good.
Yeah, you've been behaving yourself pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's, and I'm still very tired, so my brain is half working. So
So only half a brain cell, that one brain cell, only half of it was working.
yeah, that's about it. Are you gonna burn a tag on that, Sid?
Am I going to what?
Burn a tag on it.
No.
Right. Now, all you got to do now, Sid, is just smooth up the edges down the inside.
Yep.
And get rid of the little point mark out of the forcing a bit.
That's what I was thinking.
And just be careful. I'd just use it. Well, I'd use a skew chisel, but
Yeah, I'm not using
you can't get a gouge. No, as a scraper, not you can't get a gouge down in there really. Well, you can try. Yeah, give it a whirl. Just move your rest away. Just move the tool rest away from the thing a little bit. Gives you better angles on the chisel. Right.
Okay. Yep.
God, when that camera moved, I thought everything had gone. Now, nice and gentle.
I bumped it with the bloody head. With the.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Touch like an angel's kiss, it is.
He just likes to headbutt.
Yeah, stop headbutting the camera.
Yeah, if you were like my cat and headbutt me as much as he does, he spends a lot of time with wingless flight.
Oh, the cat just telling he loves you.
Oh, I know it, but it gets to be too much. I'm just a grumpy old Marine. I can only stand so much.
Well, that's why you need extra much cat butts.
I don't need no cat butts. They already stink enough.
I meant headbutts.
I know what you meant.
Cat.
But
He
the stinky,
came out, bro.
Usually, there's most of my cats, they like to put their butt in my face.
Well, there's also a way to tell you
It must be a
that
cat thing because mine does the same bloody thing.
Yeah,
if your cat comes next to you and starts shake his tail, that's a really big sign of affection.
better not be the male cat.
My male cat do that next to me all the time, but then he has no balls, so.
No, mine don't either.
That's good. Cats that's not into
Like that,
me.
Robbo?
Yeah, just use it as a scraper, straight down the side and it'll clean it up. It's technically a negative rake scraper when you do that. And if it's sharp, it should leave a nice edge on, nice clean cut.
Oh, that's a big tool inside that little hole.
Okay, Eva.
Robbo's is bigger.
Oh, don't go there. Sid is about to do precision work.
We're getting personal now.
Hey, it's not after midnight here yet.
Oh, it's past midnight by 6 hours here.
That clean it up, did it, Sid?
Yeah, it did. It looks nice, Robbo.
Yeah, good. Okay, finish her off.
Just grabbing some fresh sandpaper.
Yeah. And Jade, can you just put me on full screen for a minute, please?
Somebody's in trouble.
Oh,
No.
Are you going to show the big tool?
Just to prove his statement, yes, mine is bigger.
He showed his, now you show yours. Is that what it is?
That's it.
Oh, I have kind of tools like that, but they are like 1/3, 1/4 of that.
Most of your tools either would be about 1/10 of that.
Yeah, well, they are hand tools and not for lathes, so
Yeah.
not turning tools anyway. So
that's a 2-inch skew chisel, so 50 millimeters across.
That's twice the size of mine, because mine's a 1 inch.
Yeah.
I had to measure mine now.
Oh, Lord.
I have to. Yeah, first I have to find the skew. Oh, it's not on that side. An angled skew or straight skew? What kind of skew do you want? Oh, that's
They have to.
Before I forget, thanks, Joe.
They have to
I
be.
mean that genuinely too.
Sorry, what's that on? What's going on?
I just said thanks to Joe.
What for? What? Sorry.
Using his live.
Oh, yeah. Now, when you sand that, Sid,
Yep.
sand up to where you put your finish on as well.
Yeah, I've
Don't
done that.
leave.
Yeah.
Sand over the finish.
So
So you're sanding part.
I've already taken a bit of finish off here.
Yeah,
So it's overlapping.
yeah. Otherwise, quite often what you'll see is an overlap, like a darker section than the.
Yeah, I had finish around that far.
Yeah. Because you're putting finish on from the opposite direction now.
Yep.
Gotta
So you
Mine
got to
was
blend it
blend.
in like
bigger than I
painting.
thought. It was
So you
even,
got to. So you got to blend it in.
it was even 7 millimeters wide.
Oh, well, I was pretty close, wasn't I?
Yeah, but then I have a smaller one that's probably like 4 millimeters.
Right, I think it's time I was gone.
All right then, Paul. Thanks for coming in.
Next
All right,
week.
Paul.
See you next time, hopefully.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning for Paul, or 4 o'clock.
5.
It's bloody 4
Right.
o'clock here. Where'd the day go, Robbo?
5:30 almost.
Well, that's because you've been having fun, Sid.
Well, that's right. I was going to be moving all my computer, everything, plugging leads in and doing everything, but I've been having way more fun. I'll do that in the dark tonight when it's cooler. Yeah.
Nice. It's nice when it's
Reverse
cool.
psychology.
You can grow a walnut tree in Sweden, but you won't get any nuts.
I've got to go. I had a thought the other day too, Robbo, and I know that's dangerous.
Yeah,
But,
very.
Where I used to live in Coonawarra, there were some walnut trees down the side, and I know they were walnut trees. And I reckon the bark looks very similar to that one that I was turning the light walnut.
Yeah,
So next time I'm going past there, I'm just going to suck in and have a bit of a squeeze. And maybe cut a little branch off and have a look.
hmm
Just because I'm curious now. because I didn't see the tree that come off of, but the lady on was quite adamant that it was walnut. And it's
Now, just watch your knuckles against the coal jaws. Don't ask me how I know.
just in case you slip off the edge of the bowl or something.
Yeah, no, it's not that. Those little rubber suckers hurt when they hit your knuckles.
Yeah.
Well, especially since they got a metal screw head in them, even though they're recessed for countersunk.
I was thinking about this the other day because I've got these on they're on a Nova 2 chuck.
Yeah.
And I've got a G3. I reckon I'll put them on the G3 so because the Nova 2's a heavier chuck.
Bloody oath, I would.
Chuck to the G3. So I'll swap them around, I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of that out of the blue. Just why am I running? Because I leave them on here. So why am I running a G3 for doing all my turning, and when I've got another Nova 2 sitting in the toolbox doing nothing apart from holding a set of coal jewels? Because you can't put any weight or pressure on these regardless, so the chuck's going to be plenty for it.
Yeah, plenty, yeah.
Still got too much.
I guess Paul left then.
Sorry?
I said, I guess Paul left then.
Yeah, sorry, he did. He said good night to everybody. So I didn't realise you weren't there, Joe.
Didn't really have time to unmute it and say I'm crashing again. Bye. So I just went.
Yeah, no, that's fine. How are you
Feeling any
going?
better, mate?
Huh?
Feeling any better?
I'm feeling. I've been back inside for about 20 minutes, half an hour, I suppose, spinning out again. So.
Yep.
It's mellowed out again.
I just said before, and I'll say it again because you're here now. Thank you very much for letting me use your live.
That's all right. At least someone's doing something.
Well, this is number 3. I've had 2 fails. Well, that's warming up in there now.
Yeah, that'll do. Don't get it over hot.
The way the grain is on that bottom foot, you turn it a little more, it almost looks like it's missing a piece.
Hang on.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, that white
spot. Looks like it's missing a piece.
Awesome grain.
I'm looking at it on the camera now.
Yeah, you see it almost looks like it's at a bevel.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yep.
Now, Sid, just see if you can polish up about another quarter of an inch up the side toward the coal jaws, all right?
Around here.
Yeah. No, on the actual side faces. Up there, yeah. Yeah, just don't put any more on, just see if you can run it up there a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the rag I was using. Ow. I'll have to go to the hospital now. I just broke a nail.
Oh, geez, that's another $100 on the price. Hope you didn't dint the wood.
Look,
Manicure.
guys, I'll just sit down for a minute. I'll be okay. What were you saying about those little plastic things, Robbo?
Yeah, right. That's better. Yeah, it's blended it in better now. Right.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Sid, when he told you to move your hands even closer.
I think he did it on purpose, Raj.
Oh, of course.
Probably.
Why should I be the only one that feels pain?
Robo's getting a laugh at somebody else's mercy and pain.
Now, yeah. Right. Now, just sit it on your hand or get a board and sit it on. Very nice. Yep. Well done, Sid. That looks fantastic. Yep.
I like that.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Robbo.
It's marvelous. Well done.
Yeah, nice. You got two bowls in one there. You got a really big one and a really small one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's for
visitors or something, is it?
No, that one's for visitors.
I thought it was the sake bowl on the other side.
The sake?
Yeah.
Here, Eva, I'll bring something over for you.
You got a nice stack of wool there.
So see that? Oops, hang on. I'll turn this back down again.
The little twig.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will that come out of the middle of a piece like that?
That's nice.
Awesome.
Good work,
And
Sid.
that,
Oh, look at that piece of wood.
that is a wood called cherry ballart.
Cherry Bella, it sounds really nice.
Cherry ballart. B-A-L-L-A.
Cherry Bella.
Cherry, like as in the cherry you eat. It has a little red fruit on it. It's a native Australian cherry. Has a little red fruit on it. And it's a parasitic tree that grows off other trees. And it's quite rare. It's quite a rare tree.
It's a bit like that.
Because of my work, I know where there's a few of them, and when the branches fall off, I grab them.
It's a bit like them that you kiss under at Christmas. Then.
Yeah, we use
Holly.
the Christmas tree.
Mistletoe.
Not the Christmas tree, you know, the things you hang up
Holly.
in the doorway so people can kiss them.
Mistletoe. That's
Mistletoe.
Holly.
Yeah.
Mistletoe.
Holly.
Holly's the red one.
No,
Yeah.
this is mistletoe.
So is the parasitic one, but these don't hang down like mistletoe. They grow up out of the ground off the roots. And
yeah,
and
they're
when they
like
become
pests on the trees. They grow on the outside and don't have roots and live on the tree. Like a
for a
pest.
while, once they get established, they develop their own roots and stand aside and do it all and become their own tree. So they start off as a parasitic tree, and as they grow, their roots start to work on their own in the ground, and then they become a tree on their own.
Sid,
Yeah,
you are a cat magnet.
I'm a what?
Cat magnet. My cat is watching your feet and she's very, very interested of you.
Yeah, probably wants to rip them off.
Oh, yeah, she thinks it's funny the way he moves. She got pointy ears and just stare at your feet.
Well, she'd really go berserk with
Legs
Waldo.
like that, why wouldn't you? Oh, well, that was a nice afternoon's turning anyway. Let's see if this works in here.
Well, I could get here. You were still on, and I could
Hello.
get here. Hello.
You didn't pull a cage.
How you doing,
Bloody
Jay?
hot in here. I thought, have you
need to
seen
go
my
lie
wood
down.
pile, Eva?
What
You would
loophole?
have seen some of it. So,
Yeah, look at that. Loads. What is that redwood on the bottom shelf right? That one, yes.
that's red gum.
Oh, all
And
of
that's
them?
from Burl, and
Oh,
that
the
weighs
Burl.
about 8 kilograms.
Wow.
That's big.
That's the same weight as my cat, my male cat.
So this shelf here is all, that shelf there is all red gum. That shelf there is nearly all stringy bark. And then up there and over there and down here is all olive.
Lolly.
Olive.
Olive.
Olive, like olives that you grow in Greece, you know, for making olive oil.
Yeah, but you can grow your own olive in Australia, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Also in Australia, olive trees that are not in an olive grove are a declared
A koala.
I have to ask,
No.
is olive trees native to Australia, or did you bring them
No.
in?
Yes.
No, olive trees are Mediterranean.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Well, that's safe, Sarge. That's not a drop bear. It's got no claws.
That's a love bear.
Oh, how cute.
It's mini me's. I seen it on her bed tonight after she fell asleep, and I was like, I'll go mess around. I'll go grab it.
All right, guys, look like I better go because while I was turning that, I've had a message from the wife and she's come home and I should go and say hello, apparently.
Probably a good idea.
This is you.
All right, guys.
Guys,
Nice chatting, nice turning. Thanks, Jay. Enjoyed it immensely.
See you later, Sid.
So we'll catch you all later.
Thank you, Sid.
See ya.
Well
Hope you
done.
feel
Bye-bye.
better, mate.
Oh, daylight is coming here.
daylight's coming. Wanna go home?
There. Banana boat song. Jay didn't like my singing. He muted me again. Is it time about you to get inside and cool off, Jay? Lie down.
Nah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's unusual to see you this low, actually.
Yeah, doesn't happen very often, but suppose it'll be something I've eaten or drank.
Or not drinking. Have you drinking a lot?
No, water's not helping, it's making it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in the... I just meant so you are hydrated enough.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of that. Look,
That's not hydration. That's
so there you go,
the
big chocolate.
body molding mass.
Yeah, it just means I'll survive in the desert longer, that's all.
Yeah, that's what it means. That means you're a camel.
Yeah.
It's on the that hump's on the wrong side.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
It dropped.
Yeah.
It did.
You need to work on your hump.
I ain't got none.
That's what I mean.
I know. I'll shrivel up.
Yeah,
Give it a
but
few-
Man, I can't.
Just
Can't
give it
believe
a
I've been
few
up this
years.
late. Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get a hump, Bravo. He's not the type of body mass that he has. He's just the way he is, I suppose. We're all different. I guess you can eat exactly what you like and nothing happens on the scales for you.
I don't know. I've been eating like a king all week, even though we've been eating in the brush.
Yeah, but you
Man.
need it. You use a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks at sitting there like that.
But do you know how much calories elite ski person, ski competition person eats per
No,
day?
but I know that when we're in the field, we had to eat a minimum of like 2,000 calories a meal, which doesn't sound like much, but the MMREs are almost, what are they, like 4,000 or 5,000 calories for a
Yep.
bag.
Yeah, that's a lot of food.
Yeah.
And if you do there's a ski person, some of them eat up to 7,000 calories per day when they're like competition a lot. Like now when it's World Cup, World Championship going on. Also, they as soon as they stand still, they need to eat something.
Well, I can't believe I've been up 3 hours longer than I should have.
Yep. In on that note, I'm going to knock it on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
figured that
about
was
time.
coming.
All right,
Thank you,
get out,
guys.
Eva. Get out, Eva. Go on.
I was just gonna say thank you, guys. Night night.
So yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you all.
Well, some way see it, but that's fine.
It's enough.
Yeah. Glad you're here.
Mm.
Nighty night.
Night,
Nighty
night.
night.
All right, Romo.